Hello and welcome back to Leeds United, where we enter the semi-final stage of the Conference League now, and, well, in the Premier League in the games in between, one of each. Beat Leicester, lost to Wolves, drew West Ham. That was a 2-goal comeback thanks to Marko Milovanovic in the second half, who also got the 94th minute against Leicester, which means, once again, we're 7th. The issue now, though, however, is we are behind Chelsea, even with the game in hand that we now have on them. And based on the games played, that game in hand is one of the top 4. Presumably that Liverpool game there. Now, the other 3 league games you saw there were probably okay. Fulham 11th, Southampton now in between 13th, and Crystal Palace at the end. We won't be focusing on the Southampton game. It will happen during this, but we're going to do both legs of the Ferencvaros. Although, to be fair, if the first leg is a doddle, then we might do. Because of injuries and the 12-man bench in the Conference League, we have had to dip into our under-21/under-18s. In fact, just because the second best under-21 is in the under-18s in the form of Archie Gray. Doesn't have a shirt number, neither does Stuart McKinstry, but they're the best two just in terms of current ability. Meslier and Dicker, Strike, Satalo in the actual 11 though, Skov and Livramento, Szoboszlai and Almada, Bamford, Milovanovic and Sinistera. João Pedro still injured. Pladnart recently took an injury, coming back. Gelhardt recently took an injury, coming back. Santos, I don't remember getting injured, but he's one day off fitness or whatever. Rocker on the fringes of returning from an injury. Jack Harrison. And Tyler Adams has just picked up a mysterious injury, which I've not noticed. 30th of April, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I didn't see that one happen. So, yeah, maybe the game's played kind of adding up. Still, only 4 to go after this, and 5 if there's a final, but I think there'll be a bit of a gap between the final day of the Premier League season and the conference final. Final. That's how you say the word. Final. Blimey. That would be the other Adama Traore, I think, on their wing. Yes, indeed it is. It was also similarly reasonably fast, but looking at the team, that is the only name I recognise off the bat. The rest, I believe, are actually all Ferencvaros players to begin with. There might be one in that central defence that had a different colour shirt by the looks of things, so yeah. Doesn't look like I was expected to recognise anyone there, so I have gone full strength here. That might have been a bit much. Galatasaray in the final, I suspect, would be a difficult one. Now, considering the fact that Osijek were regarded as the easiest opponent in both the previous 2 draws, great credit for them to being in this semi-final in the other side of things. That's straight through to Milovanovic, and he's broken that defence and missed. I do recognise the name Botka, but I don't think it's that Botka. It is indeed not that Botka. Mostly because the person I'm thinking of surname is Lobotka. 18 minutes in, not seeing a great deal. There's a corner here which has gone somehow to Marko Milovanovic, and he's just decided to pop that in for us. Mostly because people haven't decided to jump. We'll watch them completely ignoring the instructions of Van Halen here, as literally nobody on either team jumps for that. Is that Juan Mata at Galatasaray? Skov on the other side of corners wants to see if this one goes all the way through. Oh, and Dicker did jump for that one. There's the novelty. It won't let me hover over Mata's name there, so I'm going to have to do it the long way around. Szoboszlai. Could be J Mata, of course. Satalo. Almada. Where are we going with this? Sinistera's in. Sinistera's scored 7 goals for him now. Yeah, it's nice not to have to completely sack off both him and Harrison, who obviously you just saw just got injured. I played him at left wing back last game because Pladnart was injured and I needed someone to come on. But Sinistera just deals with that quite nicely. Thank you very much. Harrison himself actually came to be concerned about his playing time. Rightly so. Oh, I didn't realise he was at Galatasaray in real life now as well. I thought he'd gone somewhere in Spain. Ah, so they have Mata and Mertens and Rodrigo, who we sold to them, of course. Patrick Van Aanholt's retiring at 33. Sure. Looks like Yusuf Demir's been loaned to them as well. Nope, they just have him. I think we knew that, actually, from a previous episode. Skov puts the ball in, strike, 3-0. Okay, maybe we will do Southampton. Because, yeah, that's actually a corner goal. Someone jumps for it, someone scores from it. It's strange how that works out. Skov. Mercier finds May. How the hell are you supposed to pronounce that? I mean, it's a real person, I know, but it does look like someone's cat has just landed on their keyboard. May. I don't know. We'll work it out. Skov, put the ball up, will you? No? Okay, run with it for a bit instead. That's fine. And then give it away. I mean, I love the name Wingo, by the way, there. Although Bamford's got the ball back and immediately given it away again. Tatalo's headed it to one of their players. Not great advertisement for retaining possession, this particular highlight. The Livramento's in all of the space down that side, though. They are not able to cope with this, seemingly. Sinistera gives it all the way back to Satalo, who's well advanced. Livramento Gets away with that and then actually gets a chance, I think, or Almada does, someone does. Ferencvaros have had a chance at some stage. That's 4-0. Sinistera scored a header. I'm pretty certain free kicks are meant to go to the best header, which isn't a Sinistera, but in this situation, kind of was because there was nobody on him. Just want to check real quick. Yeah, he's 5-8. Somehow we're 4-0 up and Bamford's on a 6.89. So is Livramento. Mercier puts the ball in. They fudged their way to a goal there. This is just bizarre. Melier saves it. It actually deflects Leyduni's shot onto Tokmak by way of Satalo. I mean, they've got a goal back there. They couldn't have missed it, quite frankly, as evidenced by their XG now. But that was a weird one, though. Free kick for Skov, who must have at least 2 assists. His turn to take a corner as well, of course. And that's popped in. May gets in the way of that. Milivanovic beats their player to the ball. Gotta love Marco. And that's the end of that highlight. Okay, cool. Never mind, we'll move on. 4-0. We'll just rest Bamford because he's being a bit silly at this stage. Sinistera's on 2 goals, can't take him off. Skov's on 3 assists and an 8.2. I almost feel like I want to take him off now and get Platinum some game minutes back from injury. Probably the sensible thing to do. And probably rest. You know what? Is this a bit cocky at 4-1? Gagliardini. I was about to bring Archie Gray on, but they've just scored a goal, so let's not chance it too much. Is it time for Platinum to get an assist? Nope. Screw it. Hamada for Archie Gray. We're doing it. Why not? Might take Milivanovic off here because he has played every game in the meantime. Yeah. Gelhart on. We'll put Tyus Magna through the middle. I mean, he's going to get 15 minutes, so he'll get effectively a full cap here. I thought Ndika had scored. Maybe I should have taken Ndika off, actually, thinking about it. But never mind. Platinum to put this ball in. Strikes there. Not put it in. Once again, the only person who jumped, who happened to be on their team, got the ball. Noster. I mean, he's broken the line there, but he's headed it back to Zatalo, who's immediately given it away with a very heavy touch. Is that the Bolly? I will check afterwards. Bolly. Let's spell it like that. That man there. Maybe. Don't know why I recognise him, but I feel like he's a cult legend somewhere in the FM sphere. Tokmak. I mean, that's fantastically worked. And, well, he's awarded the penalty. And it's 4-2 if this goes in. So, I'm sorry, what? Well, FM, A, there's something called double jeopardy. B, he wasn't last man. So unless that was just a red card foul in the first place, which it clearly wasn't, because he was on his feet, well, I mean, it's not the end of the world, because we play with 5 at the back to begin with. So, I mean, quite literally, I just switched to wingers. They put it away for 4-2. But yeah, quite frankly, I couldn't have had a better set of players still on the pitch to deal with that, and I probably would have rested Satalo in the second leg anyway, so sure. I would rather like to watch that again, but I don't think it's the kind of highlight you can click on. Let's watch it again, shall we? And preferably a little slower. Might take a little bit of a while for this ball to go back in the box. So this is the assist for it, and oh, what a red card challenge that was. If he's classing that as last man, then there's double jeopardy. If he's not classing it as last man, then, or have I got that the wrong way around? I can't fathom it. Professional foul. So they are counting that as a last man red card, even though there were 2 other defenders within striking distance. So as mentioned, I'll just bring you the result of this game, although I've had literally no highlights so far. Of course, as soon as I say that, they score. I mean, that was bad on our part. Well, I mean, they just nicked the ball from the feet of one of our players. Reaction time / brain power in the AI seems vastly lacking. We've got one back. Worth noting, I've got this on only replays just to speed through it. It's from a Platinum free kick though. We'll take that. I feel like I need to take this off only replays. It's 2-2 all of a sudden. We're only 1-0 down at half time, were we? Yeah, it was only 1 at half time. I was hoping I could get the achievement. Oh, this is dangerous. Charlie Cresswell scored his first ever senior goal. I think it is. I mean, I'm glad I had it on back to key highlights there to see that one happen in real time, because that was deserving of a moment. He's booked currently, but he's got his head on that just by the fact he didn't jump. But then, thankfully, neither did they. I feel like I've just interrupted a highlight here. Fortunately, for some reason, I haven't brought a left back. Sinistera's in now. Oh, I held my breath to see if that was about to bounce in. It probably should have, based on, physics. But Cresswell's intercepted and Milivanovic is in now. Never mind. That was offside. I thought it was. I mean, this last 10 minutes or so has come alive. Bamford nearly scores twice. Armada nearly tackles it in. Christensen, back to Sinistera. It's not over yet. He's just taken it off the pitch for some reason. Bamford should have scored twice in that one highlight. That's going to get headed out as far as their player. And he's not offside because he's in his own half. And for some reason, we had nobody in our half. And nobody's closed McNeil down there, thankfully. Thankfully, he smacked against the crossbar. Now we're in. No, we're not, because Milovanovic has taken 3 years to move that ball on. Ward-Prowse is coming off injured. That can only help. Sorry, James. I think the fair thing to do at this point, considering we've kind of half covered this game, is to, if the Ferencvaros game looks like it's going our way, then we might kind of half cover that one as well, just to keep, the overall time down. Bamford, Sinister is in. You've done it a smidge too late now, and he's hit that about 40 yards ahead of him for some reason. First touches. Ward-Prowse isn't even off the pitch. Lottie, Perot, McNeil's in. It's onside. Why are we reviewing this? It's clearly onside. And we've thrown away 2 points. Going to be more onside if he tried. Oh, there's another highlight. There's one final highlight. Oh, God, he's come back to Meslier with 95 minutes on the clock. Unless Bamford gets onto this. Oh, God, Bamford's got onto this. It's a red card for Bednarek. Never mind. So, yeah, if it's a goal-scoring opportunity, it's a red card. But if it's a penalty that could be a red card, then it's double jeopardy sometimes. Plattenhardt. I mean, he went for it, bless him. And that would have been amazing if he'd scored. But now we're getting into World Cup territory in terms of injury time and game's over. Well, we're not going to half-heart this second leg either, so I don't know why Ndicka's not on this pitch. I did do it, just clearly didn't register it. So Meslier, Ndicka, Strike, Cresswell, Skov, Christensen, Szoboszlai, Almada, Bamford, Milovanovic, and Estera. I've had to dip into the under-18s for a third time in this game. There's also a goalie on the bench to show you how badly it's going. I recently just kind of dropped the goalkeeper from the bench just because, I don't know, aesthetically, I usually kept it on just because we get more subs now, but he got injured recently and I just never put him back on because I didn't notice the difference. But yeah, our 1.5-star forward who still doesn't have physicals, he's on the bench. Oh, Civic plays for them. Of course he does. Eldar Civic must have been injured the first leg. We nicked him at Hanover at the very beginning last year. He's a competent left back, or was a competent left back last year. Probably good enough for second tier Big Five Nations divisions at least. That's hoofed as only as far as Ndicka were in our away kit this time round. Very easy to spot. I seem to remember the Skov going for it. Stopping though. Bamford. Civic clears. Oh, I should have played Plattenhardt, then they would have both been on the pitch. Because Plattenhardt was the man that he replaced Civic. Ndicka. Bamford. I swear Civic was a right back, actually. They may have played the same games. Oh, God. I mean, that's perfectly cannoned to what would have been a goal if Ndicka himself hadn't actually recovered. I actually want to check Civic. Can he play both sides? No, left back, left-footed. Straight through there. That's unfortunate for Meslier. Ryan May. Again, no idea. Meslier will have to take blame for that. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. As I don't know what this angle is. But not good, is it? I feel like my replay and my live camera are the wrong way round. That feels better. Christensen. Forward to Sinistera. Milovanovic is there. Bamford's there as well. Never mind. Would have been better if we'd gone for Milovanovic there. I was about to encourage the lad, but I forgot it was based on aggregate. I mean, what is this? What is this play? Absolute horse dung. Speaking of, that's classing as a known goal, is it? Cool. I mean, it looked like it was probably on target to begin with, but this is so dumb. Everything about the build-up play in that was hilarious. It was off. It was missing. Everything about the build-up play in that was so wrong. So many aimless headers. Well, now I can encourage. In a weird way, I kind of want this to be 2-0 to them at half-time so that I can score 3 in the second half and get the achievement. Absolutely unacceptable. Ndicka. Strike. Ndicka. I don't know why I said that so forcefully. Ndicka. Still going. Back to Strike. What are we doing? What are these passes? I mean, that one's fine, Bamford. But what was that? No, I mean, that's perfect. What was that Ndicka to Strike pass? He was a millisecond away from being dispossessed there. What is that? Sorry, what was that? Was that a Ministry of Silly Walks celebration from Milovanovic there? Because if so, cultured. And we're back in the game. What, no, and they've scored 2 goals for next year, 0.4. Skov, Bamford, Ndicka, Szoboszlai. Still Szoboszlai. He only scores bangers. I mean, he did so well until he finished, says the text. I think it bounced off one of our own players. Skov on a corner. Puts the ball in, and Ndicka 2-2, finally. Sorry, why isn't that counting? Well, he can't be offside. It's corner. Skov, just going to score straight from there, are you, Sunshine? No? Okay. Oh, he didn't finish. Cresswell, back out to Skov. Skov, never mind. Clearly better from a dead ball situation. We've broken Henry Wingo, seemingly. Dominic's tired. Place all 4 of those. Civic is injured as well. Blimey. Sorry, we're playing a bit dirty here. What's going on? I mean, if this ends up a tie still, even if it 3-1 to them, I think we win by virtue of scoring. No, because it's away goals at that point, isn't it? Oh no, I think he still does extra time and penalties, but Tokmak, oh, for flip's sake. Where is our team? What are we doing? So I clicked on Cresswell there. Where is our defence in this? We've got 3 central defenders and 2 of them are here. What is that? What is that? I mean, shout out to this for being the most XG'd I've ever been. Never mind, Ebenedik has scored a legitimate corner goal now. I've still no idea why the last one didn't count. In the 95th minute of 95 minutes. Come on then. This close to mugging me off. This close. We've still actually underdone our XG, worth noting. We scored 2 goals from 2.44. 27 shots, 6 on target. They had 4 shots and scored 3 of them. One of them was a deflection, which probably doesn't even count as one of the 4 on-target shots, thinking about it. Money and Galatasaray did survive. I don't see what happened there. 1-1. So that'll be the next one. I'm not confident we're going to get 6th, just on the virtue of the fact our game in hand is Liverpool. Then again, Chelsea's last 2 games are Manchester United away and Liverpool at home. So, never mind. We'll just do the Conference League final. If we're already in the Europa League, fine. But I can't really be doing 2 episodes for those 2. I've already done enough this season. Silverware's more important. If you enjoyed this mad episode, then like, comment, subscribe. Please do all that algorithm stuff. Thank you very much. Until next time, ta-ra.